the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. Mitchell Robinson out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Shireman in at the 2. Pass to Embiid. Over Pritchard. Robinson pulls it in. Celtics trail by 8. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you, Kev.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Number 0, Jason Tatum.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
He gets it in there. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Tatum at the elbow. Over Brown. Tatum's shot is off.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Brown dishes to Wade to the left wing. Maxey looking it over. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Accordy's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Wade. Here's Pritchard, and the layup falls.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
A guy with no quit in him. Brown stays on the attack and is well rewarded.
The 76ers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. That free throw good from Brown. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. By the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected players.
Cash money, Brown with the tray.
This is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
White, good. 1:44 left in the first half. Here's Maxey. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Here's Maxey. Oh, that's blocked. White against Brown, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
First one falls for him. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Pass to Edgecombe. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. The 76ers again can't hit it. Celtics trail by 7. Here's George. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. White against Maxey. Edwards with the screen for Maxey. Brown outside. Rebound by the Celtics. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Here goes Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop. So quick.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Edwards kicks to Brown. Pulls from the top of the key. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Philadelphia ahead, up 3. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Joel, some fireworks early. What?
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
The 76ers leading by 3. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Down out there with Edwards. And it's Cordy in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Pritchard. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one's good. Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Free throw line jump shot. Tatum's shot is off. Philadelphia shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Here's Brown. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Derek White.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And here's Tatum for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 7. Edwards gets to Brown. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Outside, George. Here's White. Oh, good on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Over to the left wing. And there's Edgecombe on the assist by Brown. Edgecombe's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Tatum passes to Queta. Pass to Tatum. Here's Queta. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Now Edgecombe. Light covering. Edwards kicks to Brown. Edwards a screen on George. There's Brown with the 3. The rebound by Queta. Celtics trail by 7. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Justin Edwards.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Austin also with the sub. Shireman's checked in. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Shot on the wing. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And in that pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
Pass to Shireman. Good on the triple. Shireman's got 5 points so far.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Kevin, back to you.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Edgecombe. No good. White with the defensive effort. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum setting the pick for White. Back to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Pritchard against Maxey. Down low, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Now Pritchard. Three-pointers off the mark. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it. Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's White missing. The 76ers leading by 7. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edgecombe, no good. The Celtics have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Tatum. Through contact, Tatum.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the three.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Conley with the 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we... And let's take now this moment to break. Up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Sam Hauser is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in a 2-guard. Pritchard finds Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. 7-point differential. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Embiid. Over Robinson. Embiid, no good. Celtics trail by 4. To the inside. Robinson misses.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Boston shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Garza. Outside Robinson. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Pritchard. The 19-footer is on the money.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Here's Maxey. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Pritchard. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Unloads from 13. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Embiid. Misses off the right iron. And the Celtics with possession here. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Tatum down low. Brown on him. Count it!
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Paul George and for Sam Hauser. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. From anywhere, anytime, Tatum.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Wade outside. Now Embiid. From 13 feet, it's in.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
That one goes. Count it.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him hit one that easy.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
George. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Let's lose a 3. 3. Good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that one is good.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence and accomplished for.
Not one to turn down a challenge. Maxey, wow.
Celtics trail by 4. George. Embiid with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
George got it.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. From deep, a three-pointer. Good.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Guys, you're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
White fires. It's in. His shot is pure.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Jaylen Brown. Third personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Brown outside. Now Embiid. It drops.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. George! Did the 3, and we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Jaylen Brown. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tatum with it. Wade picks him up. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Joel Embiid out there with Wade. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Beyond the arc. Not that time. It won't go.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Now White. Great action here if you're just joining us about 1 minute into OT. Crane from outside.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Wade sets the pick for Edgecombe. Brown outside. Here's Maxey. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that could be pivotal. You just can't afford to turn the ball over in those situations.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. George fires. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's in there.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Now George. Tatum outside. Tatum setting the pick for White. Here's Tatum, 5 to shoot. Embiid with the rebound.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Outside Brown. Now Embiid. Another chance here. Rebounded by Tatum. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 1-point game. White. Off target from outside. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Here's Maxey. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 5. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They're trying to get back in this thing, and they need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Edgecombe. So the 76ers win it. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.